only things that we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information come from the smart device application. Pardon me, Today in History. What happened today in history?
Historical calendar.
And the website onthisday.com. Pardon me, I had a Popeye's biscuit earlier during lunch, and it sucked all the moisture out of me, so my whole body's kind of like imploding.
Never eat them dry.
Yeah, well, they didn't give me any sauce and all that stuff, so... anyway, for links to those sources, the music, and anything else potentially interesting, check the underbar of the description below. I'm also trying something new, so if there's some audio problems, please let me know. I'm not using my headphones, and I listened to the show yesterday at some point just to watch me freak out over that chess boxing thing again, and I noticed that I cannot hear the music, so let's see if everything's fixed in today's episode. Anyway, I am A.O. Xander.
I am me.
And today is Moon's Day, also known as Monday, May 23rd, 2022.
Alright, so started.
Alright.
40:30, Joan of Arc is captured at the siege of Copenhagen by troops from the Accordion faction.
Huh.
And then she gets roasted.
Yep. Poor Joan of Arc.
1498. Girolamo's Savonarola is burned at stake in Florence, Italy. God damn, someone bring marshmallows.
Dang.
1533, the marriage of King Henry VIII, captain of Aragon, is declared null and void.
Oh.
Sounds like the easy way out. Sounds like she got the easy one.
In 1568, Dutch rebels led by Louis of Nassau defeated Jean de Lagny, Duke of Arenberg, and his loyalist troops in the Battle of Heiligerlee, opening the 80 Years' War. Alright. In 1618, the second defenestration of Prague precipitated the 30 Years' War. What? Defenestration. I've never heard of that word. Let me look at that real quick. Okay, and of course the internet's going to be slow. Alright, well, while that is loading, in 1706, John Churchill, 1st Duke of Marlborough, defeated a French army under Marshals Francois de Neufville, Duc de Villeroy at the Battle of Ramillies. And defenestration is the action of throwing someone out of a window. What? Wait, let me hold on a second.
What my God? Damn, okay, someone got chucked out of a window.
Well, the second defenestration. Well, it is the act of someone throwing out somebody else from a window. The term was coined around the time of an incident in Prague Castle in the year 1618, which became the spark that started the 30 year. Yeah. Why can't I read? I think that biscuit just, ruined my brain today.
Someone got chucked out of a window and started the 30 Years' War.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's insane.
All it took was someone saying yeet.
Huh.
Okay, 1706, John Churchill, 1st Duke of Marlborough, defeats a... What? No. The fuck?
I think we're at 1788 now.
1788, South Carolina ratifies the United States Constitution as the 8th American state.
Nice.
Yes. 1793, Battle of Famars during the Flanders campaign of the War of the First Coalition.
Alright.
Also, 1829, the Accordion patent granted to Cyril Dearman in Vienna, Austria Empire.
Nice.
Yes. Poker players all around the world be happy.
The accordion
thanks to him.
Mm-hmm. In 1844, declaration of the Bab the evening before the 23rd. A merchant of Shiraz announced that he is a prophet and founded a religious movement that would later be brutally crushed by the Persian government. Man, I'm still having problems with that biscuit. Don't go to Popeyes, guys. He is considered to be a forerunner of the Baha'i faith. Baha'is celebrate the day as a holy day. Oh, okay. My mom was a Baha'i at one point. My great-grandmother was, and well, there's Baha'i in my lineage. So that's cool. Maybe that's why my body's freaking out, because I'm not supposed to be working. It's a holy day. I don't know. Moving on up into 1846, during the Mexican-American War, President Mariano Paredes of Mexico unofficially declares war on the United States. All right. And then 1863, the General German Workers' Association, a precursor of the modern Social Democratic Party of Germany, was founded in Leipzig, Kingdom of Saxony. Wow, so the Nazis were all the way back in 1863? Holy shit.
Yeah, the First Reich, then the Second Reich, then the Third Reich.
Well, yeah.
And according to the Metro book, the Fourth Reich.
Well, that's what's going on right now in the EU. I mean, like, Germany is the highest GDP country in all of Europe. So, of course, they're leading the charge, and here we go again. What happened in 1873?
1873?
1873.
Yeah, 1873, the Canadian Parliament established the Northwest Mounted Police, the forerunner to the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, or the RTMP.
Yep. The Mounties.
1900, American Civil War Sergeant William Harvey Carney is awarded the Medal of Honor for the terrorism and the assault on the Battery Wagner in 1863.
I was going to say 1900. I thought the Civil War was over by then.
No, this has got his recognition.
Yeah.
In 1905, the Sultan of the Ottoman Empire, Abdul Hamid, publicly announced the creation of the Ullah Millet for the Armenians of the empire, which has been established one day earlier. For this reason, the Armenian National Day is celebrated on May 23rd, although some do so on May 22nd instead.
Well, that's interesting. 2 years.
We talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, we did?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Well, anyway, 2 years later, in 1907, the unicameral parliament of Finland gathered for its first plenary session. Plenary? What does plenary mean? Plenary. Like a disciplinary? Plenary.
Hey, remember yesterday? I was thinking, imagine someone challenging Mike Tyson to a chess boxing match.
Oh, God. Well, plenary means unqualified or absolute. So, for his first absolute session, I guess. Unless it's unqualified session. Anyway, in 1911, the New York Public Library was dedicated. Well, that's cool.
Good.
And then 4 years later, in 1915, during World War I, Italy joined the Allies, fulfilling its part of the Treaty of London. And the first of 2 times it switched teams once the war wasn't going their way. What a bunch of quitters.
1932, in Brazil, 4 students there shot and killed during a manifestation against the Brazilian dictator with yellow virus, which resulted in the outbreak of the constitutionalist revolution several weeks later.
Dang. Poor Brazilian students.
Ooh.
Oh,
1934. Yeah. American bank robbers Bonnie and Clyde are ambushed by police and killed in Boyntonville Parish, Louisiana.
Dang. That's today. That was 88 years ago today. Dang.
Yep.
2 more years at 90. Sorry.
Also in 1934, The all-electric strike accumulates in the Battle of Toledo, 5-day melee between 1,300 troops of the Ohio National Guard and 6,000 picketers. Thank God there was no fire for opening.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, we also stick to the fire.
Holy Toledo. Oh, it's my turn now. In 1939, the U.S. Navy submarine USS Squalus sunk off the coast of New Hampshire during a dive test, or a test dive, causing the death of 24 sailors and 2 civilian technicians. The remaining 32 sailors and 1 civilian naval architect were rescued the following day. Well, at least somebody made it out. Well, that's good. 6 years later, in 1945, during World War II, Heinrich Himmler, head of the Schutzstaffel, committed suicide while in Allied custody. And also in 1945 and during World War II, Germany's Flensburg government under Karl Donitz was dissolved when its members were arrested by British forces.
1948, Thomas C. Watson, the U.S. Consul General, was assassinated in Jerusalem, Israel.
Dang.
In 1949, the Cold War, the Western occupying powers approved the basic law and established a new German site for the Federal Republic of Germany. I'm guessing that's West Germany.
Yeah, it says here the Western occupying powers.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
So yeah, West Germany, East Germany is there now. And 1951, Tibetans signed a 17-point agreement with China.
Yes, something tells me that's going to be very much in China's favor. 17-point agreement. As soon as, well, once the internet decides to work. First off, I'm going to take us up into 1960, which saw a tsunami caused by an earthquake in Chile the previous day, causing the deaths of 61 people in Hilo, Hawaii. And yeah, here we go, 17-point agreement. Let's see here. Well, the 17 points, well, there's a lot of stuff here. So I'm just going to put this in the underbar for anybody who wants to look this up. Let's see here. 1971, 78 people were killed when Aviogenex Flight 130 crashed on approach to Rijeka Airport in present-day Rijeka, Croatia, which was then the Soviet Federal Republic of Yugoslavia. And then in 1992, Italy's most prominent anti-mafia judge, Giovanni Falcone, his wife, and 3 bodyguards were killed by the Corleone clan with a half-ton bomb near Capesi, Sicily. His friend and colleague Paolo Borsellino would be assassinated less than 2 months later, making 1992 a turning point in the history of Italian mafia prosecutions. Prosecutions? Yeah. Okay.
Damn.
Dang.
Hey, funny the name is Giovanni Falcone. Well, Falcone because Falcone is one of the mob families in Gotham. Too.
Yeah, no, that's the first thing I thought of. Like, oh, Falcone!
Falcone.
Falcone. Your turn.
Sure. 1995, the first version of the Java programming language is released.
Cool.
Nice. The first start of coding.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yep.
1998, Good Friday Agreement is accepted in a referendum in Northern Ireland with roughly 75 voting yes. That is good. That's like a huge quarter, well, huge chunk.
Yep, that's actually 3/4 right there.
But 2002, the 55 parties clause of the Kyoto Protocol is reached by its ratification by Iceland.
Interesting. Kyoto Protocol. Let's see here. The 55 parties clause. The Kyoto Protocol. What is the Kyoto Protocol? The Kyoto Protocol was an international treaty which extended the 1992 United Nations Framework Convention on climate change that commits state parties to reduce greenhouse gas emissions based on the scientific consensus that global warming is occurring and that human race-made CO2 emissions are driving it. Okay? And what is the 55 agreements or whatever? Let's see. Let me add this to the underbar real quick. Oh, oops. Hold on a second. There we go. Wait a second. Why didn't it... No, I want to copy this part. And then paste there. There we go. Okay. The 55 parties. So let's see here. Well, it's just... What would the 55 parties be? Countries, you think? Because I'm trying to find something here. Because I went to Google.
I'm guessing.
Yeah, and it didn't show me anything. Okay, here we go. A list of parties on the Kyoto Protocol. Okay, so yeah, they're all countries. Okay. Well, I'm going to add that to the underbar as well.
I bet one of those is Japan.
Yep. And then, 2006, Alaskan stratovolcano Mount Cleveland erupted. And I think I remember that. Didn't that cause, like, a lot of... actually, no, that was Alaska, so... Well, obviously that caused airline issues, but I remember later on some kind of volcano out in, like, Iceland. No, yeah, Iceland or something. What was it, 2008 or something? I don't know. But speaking of 2008, the International Court of Justice, or the ICJ, awarded middle rocks to Malaysia and Pedra Branca, also known as Pulau Batu Putih, to Singapore, ending a 29-year territorial dispute between the two countries. Alright.
Good. 2013, a freeway bridge carrying Interstate 5 over the Kankakee River collapses in Mount Vernon, Washington. That is horrible.
Dang.
At least it doesn't say casualties.
Well, there might have been. Like, let me check that out real quick. River bridge collapse. Here we go. Service unavailable? What? Wikipedia's not working? What? Okay, hold on a second. No server to handle this request. Did Wikipedia just crash?
Maybe.
Let me see here. Yeah. Hold on a second. Wikipedia. Yeah, Wikipedia is gone. I can't access it. Wow. Okay, well...
Oh, I did.
Maybe I'm being cut off. Maybe I'm being targeted. Oh, wait. Nope, it's thinking. Nope, it's still not working. Okay, well, I guess, why is it not working? Well, that's weird. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep that there for now. Moving on up into 2014, 7 people, including the perpetrator, were killed and another 14 were injured in a killing spree near the campus of the University of California, Santa Barbara. Dang.
Hold up. No. Oh, hold up. This sounds... This can't be who I think it is. Hold up. 7 people killed University... No, it's just... I'm guessing Elliot Roger.
Elliot Roger?
Yeah.
Roger. Let's see here. The dogs? Or Elliot?
No, Elliot Roger.
Elliot Roger?
Elliot Roger. Yes.
I thought you said Ellie and Roger. So...
Elliot
Roger. 2014 Isla Vista killings. Deaths 7.
Yeah, because 6 people and 14 others are killed besides him.
Yeah, and then there's injured 14. Okay, I think you're onto something here. I think this is the same people. And let's see if Wikipedia will work for this.
Yeah, Santa Barbara. University of Santa Barbara. It was him.
Alright. Well.
This is Elliot Roger. He wasn't... This is the sport of the incel movie killings.
So this is like the beginning of it?
This is also the spark to the Yes All Women movement.
Hmm.
Thanks to him.
Well, the guy looks like a scumbag. So.
That's the thing. His dad was the fucking writer to Hunger Games.
Dang. Alright, well anyway, I'm going to move us up into 2015, in which at least 46 people were killed as a result of floods caused by a tornado in Texas and Oklahoma. Dang.
Yeah, our source, I don't know what to say about the source now because they removed his fucking name.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been telling you, man. I mean, like, I noticed a couple days ago, actually, I was going through, like, births or deaths or whatever, and there was a Russian astronaut, or it said Soviet astronaut. I'm like, the Soviets don't have astronauts, they have cosmonauts. Like, are you trying to remove that entire, like, thought out of, you know, our culture? Like, I don't get it. I don't know how, like, you know, a history source cannot know the difference between an astronaut and a cosmonaut, you know? Anyway, why don't you take the last three here?
Yes. 2016, 8 bombings are carried out by the Islamic State by Iraqi Syria in Jabal and Tartars. Tartars. I say Tartars. That's not hell. Coastline cities in Syria. 184 people are killed. At least 200 people injured.
I banish you to the pit of Tartarus.
2017, Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte declares martial law in Mindanao following the March attack in Marawi.
Dang.
Yes. Also, 2021, Bernard Flight 4978 is forced to land in Belarusian authorities to detain dissident journalist Roman Koltovisk.
He was, so what is that, like, trying to arrest a member of the press because he's saying some truths or something? I don't know.
Oh no.
What's a dissident journalist, you know? Like, is he dissident towards the regime that's trying to silence him, you know? Who knows? Anyway, before we get into bursts and deaths, any articles grab your attention more than most today?
A lot.
Yeah.
ISIS bombings. Elliot Rodger,
Yeah.
of course. The Kyoto Protocol. The Friday Agreement. The anti-mafia judge and his wife getting killed.
Oh, yeah.
Heinrich Himmel, alleged suicide.
Don't forget Java.
And Java.
Yeah. A lot of stuff.
Java the Hutt.
Anyway, let's jump into bursts here.
Yeah. 635, Okini Khan Balam II Mayan King. 1606, Juan Camilo Lobokowicz. Spanish mathematician and philosopher. The 1795, Charles Berry. He was the architect who designed the Upper Brook Street Chapel at Halifax Town Square. At Town Hall.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm adding in this here, California, Santa Barbara, Elliot Rodger to that article for next turn around. A year from now when we do this episode again. Let's see here. 1817, Manuel Robles Pezuela was an unconstitutional Mexican interim president, dying in 1862. In 1820, James Buchanan Eads was an American engineer who designed the Eads Bridge, dying in 1887. I have to check out the Eads Bridge right now. It's probably going to look like a bridge. What do you want to bet? Is it going to look like a bridge?
That's probably like a bridge.
Yeah, it's very bridge looking. So,
It looks like a bridge.
He looking like a bridge. And why is it taking forever? What is wrong with my internet? Like, there we go. That's a cool looking bridge, though. Anyway, 1837, and Anatole Mallet was a Swiss medical engineer and inventor. Swiss inventor. Dying in 1909. The AIDS guy died in 1887. I'm not sure if I said that. Now, what was that? Antoine Mallet's inventions. Invention. He invented the first successful compound system for a railway steam locomotive, patented in 1874. Cool. Alright. Your turn.
Okay. 1883, Douglas Fairbanks, American actor, director, producer, and screenwriter. 1887, T.R.M.F. Cutwell, English historian.
His full name is Charles Robert Mowbray Fraser Cutwell. What hell of a name.
1888, Jack Wheat, American baseball player and police officer.
Another food person. We had carrots, we had apples, we had wheat, you know.
Now it's your turn.
1910, Scatman Crothers was a U.S. actor and comedian, dying in 1986. But was he the Scatman? You know? Scatman can do it, so can you. In 1914, Barbara Wars, Baroness Jackson of Lodsworth, was an English economist, journalist, and prominent Catholic layperson. What is a layperson? She died in 1981, but what is a layperson? A non-ordained member of a church. Okay. And then 1915, we have S. Donald Stuckey, was a U.S. physicist and chemist who invented Corningware, dying in 2014. What is Corningware? Let's look this up. Let's see here. There's a product. Oh, okay. Like, basically, like casserole dishes, essentially, but various shapes and sizes. Okay. I think that's your turn now?
Okay.
Yeah.
1914, Barbara Wars, Baroness Jackson of Lodsworth, English economist, journalist, and prominent Catholic layperson.
I've already done that one and the 1915.
Oh.
You're 1919.
1915, S. Donald Stuckey, U.S. physician and chemist who invented Corningware.
Yeah. As I literally just said, I did 1915. You start at 1919.
1919, Ruth Bader, Puerto Rican cartel and a member of the Puerto Rican Senate.
Huh.
1934, Robert Moog, English engineer and inventor of the Moog synthesizer. 1942, Cole Lundy, with John Rao, Indian director, screenwriter, and choreographer.
1943. I'm sorry?
Also, 1943, theater, Lorena, Solomon Isles, part of the first 5 minutes of the Solomon Island.
Ah.
Okay.
1945, we have Pad Marajan. It was an Indian director, screenwriter, and author, dying in 1991. But what was that? His real name? Yeah. So just P. Pad Marajan. So yeah, that's his name. 1958, Drew Carey, U.S. actor, game show host, and entrepreneur. We all know that guy.
Hold on.
All right. While he's AFK, I'm going to take us up into 1935, seeing Tom Tykwer being born on this date. He is a German director, producer, screenwriter, and composer. 5 years later, in 1970, Brian Herta was born on this date. He is a U.S. race car driver. Why did I write down care? It's supposed to be race. I guess care is... wow, I guess I'm dyslexic. U.S. race car driver and businessman who co-founded Brian Herta Autosport. And then 1972, we have Martin Saggers, an English cricketer and umpire. That's an unfortunate name for when he gets old. 1974, Jewel, a U.S. singer, songwriter, guitarist, actress, and poet. But what's her real name? Jewel. Her real name is Jewel Kilsher. Okay. So that is her real name. I thought she was just being vain. Like, I'm going to name myself after Precious Gem. 1977, Richard Ayoade, British actor and director and writer. He is Moss from the IT Crowd, or was Moss from the IT Crowd. I'm not sure if it's still going. And then 1987, we have Gracie Otto, is an Australian actress, director, producer, and screenwriter.
Okay. And in death, a 30, Urban I, Pope of the Catholic Church. 1423, Anti-Pope Benedict XIII. 1524, Ismail I, first emperor of the Safavid Empire.
I wonder if he ever hung out in seedy saloons and was just like, call me Ishmael. I don't know. Speaking of seedy saloons, in 1701, William Kidd died on the States. He was a Scottish pirate, having been born in 1645. Well, that makes him 56 years when he died. That's pretty young. 1749, Abraham ben Abraham was a Polish martyr, having been born in 1700. And then 1754, John Wood the Elder was an English architect who designed the Circus and Queen Square, having been born in 1704. But what is the Circus? What was his name? John Wood. John Wood the Circus. I gotta check this out. Okay, well that kind of looks like a circus, but that's pretty cool. And a big old tree in the middle of it. And then Queen Square. So let's see, what does Queen Square look like? Okay, so another cool building. Alright. I got my architectural curiosity satisfied. Who died today in 1815? Or to date?
1815, Gothic Heinrich Ernst Lindenberg, American clergyman and botanist. 1841, France, Xavier von Baader, German philosopher and theologian. 1934, Clyde Farrell, U.S. criminal. In 1934, Bonnie Parker, U.S. criminal.
1937, John D. Rockefeller, U.S. wealthy, elitist, globalist, piece of shit businessman, philanthropist, and founder of Standard Oil Company and Rockefeller University. Birth was in 1839. And, yeah. Let's eat the rich. 1945, Heinrich Himmler was a German commander and politician who was a Reich Minister of the Interior, having been born in 1900. He was only 45? Wow. Huh. And then 1960, we have Georges Claude, died on the States. He was a French engineer and inventor who created neon lighting, having been born in 1870. So that's pretty cool.
1979, S. Sylvanyagan, geologian, geographer, and academic.
His full name is Somasundaram Selvanayagam. I don't know I'm mispronouncing that, but I don't care. Like, my tongue is not designed to bend in ways required to pronounce these words.
'89, Carl Coach, German computer hacker. 2002, Big Bill Needham, Australian activist and last speaker of the Georgi language.
Let's see here. What is this language?
Well, it's a dead language.
What does Gagu mean? No. It's supposed to be... Well, it's not even coming up on Google, so... It really is dead. Wow. Alright. 2008, we have Utah Phillips, was a U.S. singer, songwriter, and poet, having been born in 1935. And then last but certainly not least, 2021, Eric Carle, was a U.S. children's book designer, illustrator, and writer, best known for The Very Hungry Caterpillar, having been born in 1929. Rest in peace and Godspeed. It's a great book. Anyway, that concludes the show. Once again, check the underbar in the description for any links that you may be interested in, which also includes
Sophie TV on Twitch
and everything Omni Coalition. For your dose of past events daily, we stream every day between 12 noon and 3 p.m. Pacific.
5 Central.
And for all of you and all of us, I am Xander.
Omni.
And you are you, and until you see us tomorrow, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until then, toodles!